Welcome back to our channel, Valuable Coins Hub. These rare Lincoln penny coins make people rich. Let's find out why. Don't miss out one of these who know a single coin make you rich. Number 1. Today, I'm bringing you something truly exciting. A story about a coin that so many people overlook. Yet it hides incredible secrets. The 1980 Lincoln penny. At first it seems like just another old cent. Something you'd pass over without a thought. But trust me, once you learn the rarity, the errors, and the hidden value behind this coin, you will never look at pennies the same way again. So stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal everything that makes this coin so special, and you don't want to miss a single detail. The 1980 penny belongs to a fascinating time in U.S. coin history, because it was struck right before one of the biggest changes in penny production. This was still the era of the pure copper cent, heavy in your hand, rich in color, and full of nostalgia. But within just a couple years, America would move to zinc-based pennies that simply don't carry the same charm. That's why collectors put so much attention on these last solid copper years, and 1980 is right there, sitting in that sweet spot of history. Now here's where the thrill comes in, because this coin isn't just about metal, it's about the surprises the mint left behind without even knowing it. Some 1980 pennies have doubling in the date, or in the famous phrase, "In God we trust." And that kind of doubling can send values soaring. Others were struck off center, showing parts of Lincoln's face or words shifted awkwardly. And those coins are like rare works of art that collectors chase at auctions with passion. Imagine finding one in your pocket change today. What a moment that would be. Collectors know one rule above all: condition is king. A 1980 penny that has sharp details, beautiful luster, and no scratches can be worth a fortune compared to a worn example. My tip for you is always to check your coins carefully with a magnifier. Look for signs of doubling, missing letters, or even a faint die crack, because each little flaw could actually make the coin more valuable. And don't ever clean your coins, leave them just as they are, because original surfaces are what buyers love most. This coin carries more than value, it carries a story, the story of America in 1980, a time when copper was still affordable for minting coins, and when these cents were struck in the billions, yet only a small fraction survived in rare error forms or pristine condition. That's why today, collectors are constantly hunting for them, searching bank rolls, coin shops, and even old jars of change, hoping to uncover one of these treasures hiding in plain sight. And here comes the amazing part. When the Lincoln penny of 1980 was first released, its original market value was just 1 cent. That's right, a single cent back then. Yet today in auctions and markets, depending on rarity and condition, these little coins can sell for far more, turning pocket change into serious money. Number 2, we are going to talk about a coin that may look ordinary at first glance, but it hides secrets that can turn it into a real treasure, the 1987 Lincoln penny. You may have seen this coin hundreds of times, maybe even spent it without a thought, but trust me, once you hear the story of its rarity, its errors, and the hidden demand among collectors, you will look at every 1987 penny with brand new eyes. So stay tuned, don't miss even a second, because what I'm about to share could make your coin hunt much more exciting. The year 1987 was an interesting chapter in the life of the Lincoln cent. By this time, the penny was already being made from copper-plated zinc, much lighter than the old solid copper cents of the past. But that didn't make them any less important. In fact, this was a time when minting technology was being pushed to its limits, and that's exactly why certain rare and valuable errors slipped through the presses, and those errors are what collectors chase so passionately today. Imagine holding a coin where the date appears doubled, or where Abraham Lincoln's image is slightly off-center, stretching into the rim of the coin. Those small mistakes made in the minting process can transform a 1-cent piece into something people are willing to pay serious money for in auctions. There are also 1987 pennies with die cracks, cuds, and even missing elements in the design, and each one of these variations adds a layer of thrill for collectors searching rolls of coins day after day. Collectors know the hunt is not just about the errors, but also about condition. A 1987 penny in mint state condition, shining with full red luster and no marks, is far more desirable than one that has circulated for decades. My tip for collectors is to always check rolls from the bank. Examine every coin under good light, and keep your eyes sharp for those small details that could signal a rare variety. And remember, never clean your coins, The natural surfaces and original shine are exactly what makes a coin more valuable in the eyes of serious buyers. This coin carries the history of America in the late 80s, a time of change, progress, and everyday life captured in something as small as a penny. Millions were produced, yes, but only a small fraction have survived in exceptional condition, and even fewer with those thrilling mint errors that create competition in auctions and sales across different states and cities. It's these rare survivors that excite the collecting world and remind us why coin hunting is such an addictive passion. Now here comes the most surprising part. When the Lincoln penny of 1987 was released, its original market value was just 1 cent. That's right, a simple cent in your pocket. Yet today the right coin in the right condition or with the right error can be worth many times that amount in markets and auctions across the country. Number 3. I'm going to share with you the story of a coin that many people overlook, but collectors know it can carry surprises worth far more than its face value. The 1996 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it may seem like just another cent, something you've seen in change 1,000 times. But behind its simple design, there are rare varieties, minting errors, and high-grade examples that have turned ordinary finds into treasures in the coin market. So don't blink, don't miss a single detail, because you never know if the next 1996 penny you hold could be one of those rare gems. The 1996 Lincoln cent carries the same classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has been loved for generations. By this time, pennies were struck from copper-plated zinc, and millions were produced. But hidden among them are coins that tell a different story. Mint errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks across the portrait, or doubling on the date and lettering, can make these pennies incredibly desirable. Some even show plating blisters or missing layers that give them an unusual appearance, and collectors chase these because they know how rare and exciting it is to find one in circulation. What makes this coin even more thrilling is that 1996 pennies exist in brilliant uncirculated condition, with blazing red luster that looks like it just left the mint yesterday. Those pieces, especially when graded by top grading services, command impressive premiums because collectors want the best examples for their sets. My advice to collectors is to always look closely at coins from pocket change, search through rolls, and don't underestimate even the smallest cent, because these are the kinds of discoveries that have made people thousands of dollars in auctions. The market for pennies has been strong for years, and the 1996 penny has its place in that world. Across the United States, collectors are paying attention to die varieties like double dies and repunched mint marks. And these are the details you must train your eyes to spot. Hold your coin under a good light, tilt it gently, and watch the numbers and letters, because a small doubling or misaligned strike could transform your find into something highly collectible. This coin also carries emotional value. It connects us to the mid-90s, a time many of us still remember, and holding a coin from that year is like holding a piece of that history. It's this blend of history, rarity, and the thrill of discovery that makes the 1996 penny more than just a cent. It makes it a treasure hunt waiting to happen. And now, here's the part that will surprise you. When the Lincoln penny of 1996 was first released, its original market value was just 1 cent. Yes, a single cent, yet today certain examples with errors or in pristine condition have been auctioned in major cities and coin shows for amounts you wouldn't believe. So friends, if you enjoyed learning about the hidden rarity of the 1996 Lincoln penny, make sure you subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a 1996 penny that looked unusual or special. This channel is all about uncovering the secrets of coins worth money, keeping the passion of collecting alive, and bringing you stories that make every coin hunt exciting. Number 4. We are diving into one of the most fascinating coins in United States history, the 1982 Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, it looks like any other copper coin you've seen 1,000 times. But the truth is this year carries secrets that have made collectors chase after it for decades. I'm going to walk you through its uniqueness, the errors that turn some of these pennies into treasures, and why you should never overlook a 1982 penny if it passes through your hands. So stay with me because every second counts. The year 1982 was a turning point for the Lincoln cent, because the U.S. Mint made a huge change that not many people realized at the time. Before 1982, Lincoln pennies were made mostly from copper, but starting that year, the mint shifted to a copper-plated zinc composition. That might sound like a small detail, but it actually created one of the most interesting mix-ups in American coinage history. Both copper and zinc versions of the 1982 penny exist, and not only that, the mint also used two different sizes of lettering for the date, known as large date and small date varieties. That means collectors today can find 7 different recognized versions of the 1982 penny, each with its own demand and mystery. Now here's where things get really thrilling, because during the production shift, mistakes happened, and those mistakes are now worth serious money. Imagine a penny that was supposed to be zinc, but was accidentally struck on a copper planchet. That's like holding lightning in your hand. These rare transitional errors are some of the most prized Lincoln cents ever discovered. On top of that, small date varieties and high grades, especially those struck on copper, have sold in auctions for unbelievable amounts, because the supply is low but the demand is sky high. For collectors, the 1982 penny is a dream coin to hunt because it combines history, rarity, and error potential all in one. If you want to check your own 1982 pennies, weigh them carefully, because copper pennies weigh more than zinc ones, and spotting the difference could mean you're holding on to something incredibly valuable. Look closely at the date too. The shape of the numbers tells you whether it's a large date or small date, and those small details can change the value of your penny completely. Think about it. A coin that millions of Americans spent without thinking twice back in the 1980s could now pay for vacations, cars, or even homes if it's the right variety. Collectors across the country are still hunting for the rare transitional errors, and every time a new one is found, it sends shockwaves through the coin market. Auctions have proven time and again that these coins are not just collectibles. They are investments that grow in value year after year. So if you ever come across a 1982 penny, never toss it aside without a second look, because you could be staring at a hidden treasure that most people would miss. The thrill of this coin lies in the hunt, in knowing that you might hold a rare error or a scarce variety that collectors are willing to fight for. The excitement of turning pocket change into life-changing money is what keeps the coin collecting world alive and thriving. And here's the part that always amazes me. The original market value of this 1982 Lincoln penny was just 1 cent. Yes, a single cent when it first entered circulation, and yet today the right one could be worth thousands depending on rarity, condition, and error. So treasure hunters and coin lovers, keep your eyes open, weigh your pennies, and never underestimate the little coins in your pocket. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of the 1982 Lincoln penny, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this with fellow collectors, because you never know who might be sitting on a rare coin without even realizing it. Number 5 and last rare coin. We are about a coin that almost everyone has seen but very few people truly understand, the 1999 Lincoln penny 1-cent coin. At first glance it looks so ordinary, something you might toss into a jar or hand over at a store without thinking twice. But what if I told you this coin hides secrets that could make it one of the most exciting finds in your pocket change? The 1999 penny is not just another cent. It's a coin that carries varieties, rare errors, and collector demand that make it a true treasure waiting to be discovered. So don't miss a single detail, because every word could lead you closer to spotting one of these rare gems in your own collection. The design is of course the beloved Lincoln portrait on the front, a design that has been in place for over a century. But what makes 1999 stand out are the mistakes that came from the mint that year. In coin collecting, mistakes are not flaws, they are opportunities. They are what transform a common cent into a prize collectors are willing to pay thousands for. In 1999, one of the most famous mistakes was the Lincoln cent struck with a reverse die intended for the Roosevelt dime, creating the legendary mule error. Imagine finding a penny with the head of Lincoln on one side, but the reverse design of a dime on the other. It sounds impossible, but it happened, and those coins shocked the numismatic world with their rarity and value. Another fascinating feature of the 1999 penny lies in doubled die errors. Coins where the details of Lincoln's portrait or the lettering appear doubled under magnification, making them stand out as unique misprints that collectors desperately want. Some of these double dies have been found and authenticated, and they command serious prices in auctions because they combine scarcity with eye-catching appeal. It's the kind of error that makes a simple 1-cent piece look like a one-of-a-kind work of art, and that is why coin lovers are constantly hunting rolls of 1999 pennies to see if they can strike gold. Collectors know that condition matters more than anything, and the 1999 penny in pristine mint state can already fetch higher prices. But when you add the possibility of rare errors or varieties, the value skyrockets. That's why coin enthusiasts carefully check the details, weigh the coins, and examine the edges and surfaces with magnifiers. Because one little detail could be the difference between a penny worth face value and a penny worth a small fortune. Here's a tip for every collector listening. Never ignore a 1999 penny just because it looks common. If you get rolls from the bank, search them slowly, look closely at the date, the details of Lincoln's bust, the letters, and the reverse design. Pay attention to striking quality and any unusual doubling, off-centering, or mismatched features, because these are the signs that you might have stumbled upon something extraordinary. The thrill of coin collecting comes from stories like this, stories of people who pulled a penny out of circulation and later realized it was a mule error or a double die worth thousands. These coins are out there, and every collector knows the excitement of flipping a coin over and seeing something unexpected, something rare, something valuable. And can you believe it? The original market value of the 1999 Lincoln penny was just 1 cent. Yes, a single cent when it first entered circulation. Yet today the right variety or error coin could sell in major auctions or private sales for amounts that surprise even experienced collectors. So never underestimate the power of small coins, because the 1999 Lincoln cent proves that even pocket change can hide treasures that spark joy, excitement, and profit. If you enjoyed this story and want to join me on more thrilling journeys into the world of rare coins, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends, because you never know who might be holding on to a rare 1999 penny without even realizing it. So my friends, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the secrets of the 1999 Lincoln penny, make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, and share this video with other coin enthusiasts. Every week we uncover hidden treasures from America's pocket change. And who knows, the next coin we talk about might be sitting in your collection, right now waiting to be discovered. Coin collecting is not just about money. It's about passion, history, and the thrill of the hunt. So stay with me and let's keep finding treasures together.